Oh shit, I don't think I muted myself. Whatever. Hello gamers. A new patch of League of Legends came out. And it's 4 a.m. And I am here to record my live reaction to whatever mess is going to be on the League of Legends patch notes. And without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. So we're on patch 11.4, 4 patches into the second month of the rank season, 4 patches into season 11. Hi friends, happy 11.4. This patch, we're looking in on bot lane, where shorter range champions like Samira have been slashing, dashing, and bashing things up. This hasn't gone unnoticed, which is why Samira is an especially hot potato. Although her win rates are fine, her ban rates are high, so we're hoping these changes will help make her feel less frustrating to play against. Speaking of slashing, we're also adjusting Katarina and Urgot to revitalize their on-hit builds, which were hit hard by our changes to Kraken Slayer. Other folks on the buff train due to item changes include Fiora and Lee Sin. Well, first let me talk about this first paragraph. I feel like Samira is fine. I don't understand why so many people ban Samira. Like, in the hands of a good player, Samira can be really good, but Samira has plenty of counterplay and people just aren't used to her yet. And I don't think it's the fault of the champion design that Samira is slashing and dashing all over the place. But then again, I'm literally struggling to get out of silver, so take that with a grain of salt. A lot of people feel that she's frustrating, but I feel like those same people just don't understand Samira. Speaking of slashing and dashing, we got Katarina and Urgot. Those two champions, I can see Urgot being really frustrating because once he gets to a certain point in the game, he's just incredibly strong. He's very hard scaling, and I could see how, you know, it'd be tricky to balance Kraken Slayer around them. Katarina and Urgot, they're in rough places because I don't think their mains have been too happy about this new season of items. Alright, but Fiora and Lee Sin. Lee Sin is incredibly strong early game, and he's getting buffed. So that kind of makes sense because he falls off even harder this season. And Fiora, I don't know how I feel about Fiora buffs. I feel like Fiora is, as a champion concept, is just broken. She wins every duel as her basic concept, which is like, how the hell do you balance that besides giving her no counterplay against multiple enemies? If this patch seems particularly buff heavy, it's because we also took a pass at bringing down jungle's overall power. With less rewards from camps, games should feel less dictated by the strength of the jungler. Now you can share your fruits of victory equally with your teammates. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. So jungler is obviously a powerful role, and that's because jungler has a lot of dictation over the objectives. Good jungler can like make or break your game, but decreasing the rewards from camp sounds like inviting funnel comps, and nobody likes funnel comps. Alright, so here are the highlights. We got 5 nerfs and a ton of buffs. And then they also put in a key for who this will affect. It'll only affect pro players for Camille, Kai'Sa, and Renekton, elite for Samira, and average for Skarner. Well, Skarner needed some average buffs, let's be honest. Other item changes, we got some mage item changes, so Everfrost and Cosmic Is that Cosmic Drive? Yeah, I think that's Cosmic Drive. Both items that I love to build. Moonstone Renewer, I think that's getting nerfed. Grievous Wounds definitely needs a buff, so those... I hope those are getting a buff. Ginsu's Rage Blade is getting a change. I don't use that item very much, but I guess it's an item that either feels very strong or very weak. Oh my god, that's a whole ton of buffs. He got buffs to Fiora. Are you sure about that? Buffs to Braum. He's been sorely needing them. Buffs to a Mumu. Well, it's been a while. Mumu might need a buff. Alright, let's see here. Amumu's always sad. He's particularly despondent in skilled levels of play, giving him more tantrum damage to make him more mad than sad. His health is up by 2 whole points. Okay, 2 whole points. Very cool. And his tantrum scales harder. In higher levels of play, games don't last as long. So these buffs where he gets 20 more damage in the late game on his E, I don't think that's gonna matter as much except for lower levels of play. But it's still a small change. Braum R cooldown decrease 20 seconds at all ranked. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good buff, but I don't think that'll make Braum viable. Or even meta, because his current problem is that other engaged supports can simply just hold people down longer, have better gap closers and things like that. Caitlyn, base damage growth and attack speed, growth speed increased. Caitlyn loves a good chase, but she's too far behind to be a reasonable counter to shorter range marksman champions. So they're increasing her damage growth and attack speed growth, so she scales harder. I mean, Caitlyn's already a scaling champion. Scaling is absolutely nuts. And so they just decided to make her scale harder. Don't know if that's going to help her beat Kaisa and Samira, who are also, high scaling champions. Especially since both of those champions still probably have the early game dominance. Alright, Camille. Her tactical sweep, her W, has been increased by 2 seconds at all ranks and cooldown. So yeah, that makes sense. This is definitely a pro play nerf, because safety is the name of the game in pro games. They literally just want to minimize their own mistakes because they're already so good at catching other people's mistakes. So yeah, that's pretty huge for pro play. Fiora. Her passive now just... Oh no. No. Why would you do that? Why? You're increasing the scaling and base damage on the most busted passive in the game. If I'm not wrong, that's the amount of true damage your passive does. Of maximum health. Oh. Holy shit. That is broken. Her win rate seemed to go down higher levels of play, suggesting that the base health nerf was skewed too high. Okay. So I think they're reverting, like semi-reverting the nerf. Huh. That's a lot of health though. That's a whole, 3/4 of a Doran's Blade. It's actually huge. I think Twitch starts out with like barely more health than that, which is... Twitch is currently like the highest health ADC. It's really, really spooky. Alright, here we got Kaisa. Kaisa's Q, base damage, perma-soul, maximum single target damage, and maximum evolved single target damage decreased. Alright. that is where Kaisa tended to be a little broken, because she would do an auto Q auto and assassinate somebody. No one adapts to new items like Kaisa, and the season proved no exception, reducing some of her damage to lower burstiness and make her less daunting in quick trades early on. Alright, that's fair. Kaisa, they literally have Kaisa skills with everything except for tank stats. You could build any damage item and still, technically be building Kaisa correctly, I would say. You wouldn't be inting on her, but you wouldn't be building like the best of the best items, the most efficient items on her. But like, damn, did she adapt to this meta. So her Q, Acathian Rain, base damage per missile has been lowered by 5 to 10. It's fair. There's 6 missiles at level 1, I think. Max single target base damage. Alright. They're nerfing it by, well, they're just flattening the numbers. Max evolved single target base damage is yeah, that's pretty fair. Katarina. Our on hit damage ratio now skills damage per knife increased after 11.2 adjustments to make Kraken Slayer work with on hit damage modifiers. Champions like Katarina and Urgunner need some tuning. Alright. So they're just trying to make the on hit Katarina as viable as regular Katarina. So our on hit damage ratio now scales. Okay, that's pretty nice. Damage per knife. The bonus 88 gains is up. And from the attack speed. Death Lotus's tooltip now specifies it applies on hit attacks in addition to on hit effects. Or on attack effects, I mean. Huh. And or not. Just like increase the percentage. Alright, Lee Sin has been struggling with the new items. That's pretty true. Can use some buffs to push him to his visions of zooming around the map. So they're just decreasing Sonic Wave at all levels by 1. That's a good buff. That'll be really nice for Lee Sin. Renekton. Renekton is a strong Croc who can propel through lines with high sustain, so we're paring some of that down. Non-champion base healing down at later levels. That's really, really nice for people playing against him. Enhanced non-champion base healing is also going down at later levels. Wow. Like, I think this isn't gutting the champion. It's a big nerf, but it doesn't gut the champion. I think this is a very fair nerf. Because, like, lane sustain is annoying. Alright. Here it comes. This is the big one. Samira. Okay. As it stands, our Desert Rose has consistently been warming the ban bench. Even when technically close to balance, we believe she has several frustrating attributes that contribute to her high ban rate. To do this, we're reducing the power of her defensive tools and giving opponents more opportunities to play against her early. We're reducing her all-in potential early game. In exchange, we're improving her kill potential mid to late game so that when she does go in, she slays. Alright. Her early game all-ins were one of the reasons, like, that's one of the reasons I love playing with Samira, and it also makes it fun to play against Samira, because I have to be careful of that. Her mid-late game kill potential is, I think that's going to be really unfun, because she already scales so hard, so if she scales even harder for mid to late game, holy crap, she's going to be a true 400 years champion pressing R and walking over entire teams. I mean, I feel like the problem people had was once she got fed, she could press R and there wouldn't be any more counterplay besides trying to walk away if you could. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this direction. Alright, her bonus damage from Daredevil Impulse now scales. So yeah, that definitely hurts her early on. Her Q now scales. Huh. Her W has a slightly shorter duration, that's not too bad. Like, these are... This one's gonna be a nerf to her early game for sure. This one feels kind of neutral, but this feels like a buff. This is definitely a nerf. E Wild Rush removed. Ally targeting. Samira no longer dashes through allies. Not even minions. But when I play support, it makes me feel so cool when I dash to near Samira so that she can get out of a tower dive. Samira can now dash through enemy towers, but will target champions over towers. Huh. Does that mean you can press E on an enemy hiding behind a tower and it'll work? The dash speed is lower. And Inferno Trigger now actually has a cooldown. Because Inferno Trigger, it lasts 3 seconds, but the cooldown starts when you start casting it. So it literally didn't have a cooldown. So now it has a 5-second cooldown. It's probably going to take more than 5 seconds to activate it though. So there's that. But this change doesn't matter. This change hurts, but not much. This change hurts. This change is a big buff. This change really hurts. I think this is an overall nerf. Yeah, I really think this is an overall nerf. Skarner, base health goes down. Health growth goes down. Yeah. I mean, Skarner builds full tank anyway. This isn't going to make a huge difference, but it's definitely going to pull his win rate a little bit down. Soraka, another site for sore eyes, even with the last set of buffs in 11.2, we lend our aid to Soraka. Her movement speed bonus is going up, her W is going up as well. I don't think this is the problem with Soraka. I think with Moonstone Renewer, you can just play support that is stronger stronger peel, stronger enchanting, and heal. Just like Soraka. Not as much, of course. Soraka's still like the healer of the entire game. But, you know, this is like... Soraka's niche is kind of just eaten up by Moonstone. And of course you can just build Moonstone, but Soraka's still lacking in every other kind of enchanting. Like attack speed buffs and shielding and stuff like that. Talon has been struggling to get his blades on people, so we're letting him have some more access to his tools at range. The B cooldown now goes down with rank, and his AD ratio goes up. That's nice, but doesn't Talon max W second? I guess this is more of a mid-game buff. It definitely helps him early games though with the increased bonus damage ratio. Tryndamere's base AD is they're changing it from 69. This is a nerf to the entire game. This game is worse now. Varus, W empowered bonus damage based on his Q channel time increased. We're giving more incentive for Varus to fully charge his Q in combat. Extra juicy for lethality and crit builds. So before, empowered Q bonus damage increased by 0 to 50% to 0 to 80%. The missing health damage is scaling harder with rank. Oh, no, with levels. Huh. I mean, cool. Vigar has fallen a little short, I see what you did there, of other mid laners in 2021, giving him a boost so he can stand face to face with the competition. So his mana cost on his Q is going down, which is very, very nice for Veigar. And this ulti late cooldown, if he gets late, he's going to be strong. But now he's going to be really strong. Ginsu's Ridgeblade, Ginsu's has fallen. What is this? Why is it like this? What does this lead to? It leads to na.leagueoflegends.com/enus how to play. It's literally just a how to play page. Why does clicking on Ginsu's Rageblade lead to this? Just clicking on this? Yeah. They all lead to how to play. What the fuck? Alright. What is this? Ginsu's has fallen behind crit itemization for a bunch of champions who's historically had more choice here, giving it a slight bump so it can be considered more meaningful consideration. So it gives more attack speed now. Great. And the champions who already build it are going to be even stronger, and that doesn't fix the problem of not being able to crit strike. Moonstone is crowding out choice and generally overperforming, especially when purchased very early and starts snowballing, or reducing some of its early heal power. So 7200 to 5100. That's not bad at all. I thought they were going to gut this thing because Double Enchanter bot is literally broken, but I mean, Double Enchanter bot, it's not very interactive for the enemies, but it's fun as hell to play. While Grievous Wins are meant to be a reactive purchase, they are performing below expectations, buffing their stats a bit so the trade-off between other legendary items is less sharp. 5 more AD, 10 more AP, 100 more health. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good in the Chainsword. Okay on the Morellos. Mortal Reminder. I mean, to be fair, Mortal Reminder is like... Mortal Reminder is a pretty cheap item. Isn't like... I don't know if it's 800 or 850 gold this season. But I guess this is nice. Mage items. We're changing a couple of the underpurchased mage items so they have more opportunities to shine. Cosmic Drive's passive is now more accessible, while Everfrost has a new build path and a few small buffs. Cosmic Drive. Removed the Spell Dance movement speed. Cosmic Drive no longer grants bonus move speed when dealing ability damage. New. Put it in Cosmic Drive. If you have at least 160 ability power, gain 20 ability haste and 10 to 30 movement speed. And the ability haste has been reduced. But wow, that is a buff. That sure is a buff. Oh man. So basically, if you built the second, you're always gonna have like 160 AP. Second or third, and it gives more ability haste and constant movement speed. Like, damn, dude. I mean, it's much less movement speed, but damn, like, forget boots. I'm rushing this item, and especially on champions like Cassiopeia. Holy shit, you're just asking for all their mains to just go through the roof. Yeah, Cosmic Drive is going to be a must build on some champions now. Let's see, Everfrost, build pass. So, Lost Chapter, Blasting 1, Kindle Gem, 450 gold. That is so nice. That is so nice. The overall gold is not different, but now there's a Kindle Gem in the build path, and it has more health, and it has more AP. Oh, it has more base damage on that, but less scaling. I don't build it for the scaling anyway. Glaciate cast time. And the cast time's shorter? Oh man. Oh man, I love this. Everfrost is a really fun item to use. It's basically another ability, and you're telling me that it's easier to hit, has higher base damage, has more health, is easier to build. Like, dude, what the fuck? I currently build this item when I play Ahri support. because Ari support is actually very fun, and this build path just makes it's just so nice. You know, when you play support, it's hard to get a large amount of gold, but now all the gaps in the build, like the most expensive piece is now Blasting Wand, which isn't too bad on support. And then from there, there's like Amtome, 435 gold. There's Mana Sapphire Crystal, 350 gold. Fucking Kindle Gem is a 400 gold upgrade from Ruby Crystal, which is 400 gold. This is so nice now, and it gives more health, which is so nice, and the damage is higher, and you're not going to be getting much gold, so you won't be getting, you know, all that much AP on support anyway. So building Everfrost into Cosmic Drive, which is what I pretty much always do on Ari support, this is going to be so fun. Okay, or an upgrade for the Everfrost is gonna have even more health, right? Just mirroring the buff, and this is all. The rest is also mirroring the buff, right? Oh no, Ornn now upgrades the scaling on it. Oh shit. All right, and now here comes the jungle camp changes. So yeah, junglers are pretty strong. They have big influence over the objectives, so to compensate, their farm isn't going to be great. Gromp. The EXP is going down at all levels. Gold is going down. Large Krug. AXP is going down by 10 or more. Gold is going down. Small Krug. Experience is going down. They're keeping the gold the same, so it's, you know, you have to get small Krugs now. Crimson Raptors. Man, the experience is going down. The gold is going down. So with these changes now, to get level 3, I don't think it'll be possible to get level 4 off of first clear anymore. Yeah, it definitely won't be. And getting Krugs won't be worth it. So people are gonna probably go red Raptors Wolves blue, or red Wolves blue, or blue Wolves red, and just ignore Gromp. So this is gonna hurt those that multi-clear, like maybe Evelyn, Nocturne, Fiddlesticks. Incoming healing update. After seeing the incoming healing tech live for some time, we've come to a few conclusions. Incoming healing is very satisfying for the playing using it and their allies, but it can hurt the clarity around how much health enemies have in tense combat situations. We've also found that when combined with shields and grey health, the stacked bars can be a bit confusing. We're making a few changes this patch to address this. We're planning to roll out the tech to more systems in the future. Health potions in Windows Ultimate. Incoming healing only displays for that player and their allies. Incoming healing now has a special bar treatment to differentiate it from other health bar effects. That's nice. I wonder how that'll look. But health potions and Windows Ultimate, that would be nice to see. Except for when Mundo Ultimates, he presses R and his fucking health bar is beyond full. That'd look funky. Shop updates. You can now drag the corner of the shop to scale size up and down. Careful, it's ticklish. Quick Buy panel has gained some additional smarts around trinkets. It will now automatically swap the order of trinkets depending on the one you have equipped to save you time. Bug fixes and performance improvements. Well, this is nice. This is very nice. Clash build a team. There's whatever. Who cares about Clash? Honestly. And then quality of life. Let's see. Some bug fixes. No Riven bug fixes. Another day. Another. No bug fixes for Riven. Well, that's really just how it'd be. Alright. So my overall thoughts are, this isn't going to be fun. this is... I'm never going to play against a Braum anyway. This is not going to be fun. This is meh. This is going to be awful. This is, you know, good on Jinx. It's going to be harder to kill her, which is something she probably needs because she's defenseless early game. This is very nice. This is nice for Katarina players. Oh god, oh fuck, oh god. This is nice. This is very nice. I don't know how I feel about this, but whatever. I guess I won't get wrecked by a Samira player. This is nice. This is underwhelming. This is nice. This is like literally just 380. Like, come on, dude. This is nice. This is going to be annoying because Veigar's an annoying champion. This is whatever. This is going to be nice. This is nice. This is very, very enjoyable for me. And this, I don't play jungle. Not often. But this is going to hurt because Gromp is an important camp people take to help them clear better. Krugs are worth a lot of gold. Now they give less gold and a lot less EXP. And damn, Raptors, rip Raptors. Overall, I think these buffs are mostly good. And by the way, I'm saying nice and not nice based on how fun I think it'll be, not how balanced it is. Obviously, the new, especially the Cosmic Drive. This shit, it's not going to be balanced. Like, Veigar's gonna build it, and now he's gonna fucking outrun a Nidalee and then, you know, put a baleful strike in your ass. Especially, and it's gonna cost him a fraction of the mana. And oh man, this is cooldown down by 20 seconds. Holy shit, that's gonna be so low cooldown, especially with all the CDR. And you know, Veigar's gonna build straight CDR, and so Cosmic Drive's going to be a must build on him. And his R is gonna be on a fucking 30-second cooldown. So by the time it gets to late game and it's a rank 3 ultimate, holy shit, he's going to be QRing every other person. Alright, well, that's all I really had to say about the patch notes. Man, what a patch. I'm really scared of Veigar now. I'm terrified of Urgot, and most of all terrified of Fiora. I can't wait to try to ban them all and avoid top lane like the plague. Can't wait for Riven's Q bug to be fixed. This is like the 3rd year I've been waiting for it now. And I don't know, Riven's in a good spot right now. But I can't wait to play some Ahri support with the new buffed items. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh shit, I forgot to do some things. I finished making the ending song, like the BGM for ending my stream. I didn't do fucking chat alerts yet. Need to do that before I actually have it in real stream. But yeah, thanks for watching.